Hi everyone, a very good afternoon to all of you and welcome to Spotlight with Suman. I'm Suman Agarwal, co-founder and director of Image Consulting Business Institute. So what do we do on Spotlight with Suman? We basically invite one image consultant and a soft skills trainer, a certified image consultant and a soft skills trainer to interact with me, and we share a lot of information. Basically, I try to understand that where have they come from, what is their experience, their background, and what exactly are they doing in their current business, how do they keep themselves motivated, what kind of assignments are they doing. So today my guest on Spotlight with Suman is Pratibha Gupta. She's a certified image consultant, a soft skills trainer, and a personal branding coach. So let's wait for Pratibha's invite and we'll get started within a few seconds. Hello Pratibha.
Very good afternoon, ma'am.
How are you doing?
I'm super fine. Thank you so much. How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing excellent, as always.
Wonderful, wonderful. Super glad to be here with you. I'm really excited.
Thank you. Pleasure is mine. Happy to have you on my platform.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so let's get started. And
Absolutely.
my first question to you is that what were you doing prior to joining ICBI?
Okay, so that's a long story. I'll cut short in a few minutes. So as such, basically I was in BSc graduate and landed into MNC. Had worked for a couple of years in IBM and Dell India. Post that, we were relocated to Gurgaon. We stayed in Gurgaon for a couple of years because of my spouse's job. Then, fortunately, we were blessed with a child. So I was on a sabbatical for 2 years, I guess. Yeah. Then that is when I got to know about ICBI. So once I got to know, there was nothing stopping me to get into, because this was something which I was truly passionate about. I can say that as soon as I saw that post on the newspaper, I guess on the FB, everywhere, that bell rang in my mind. So there was no looking back post that, I would say.
Fantastic, fantastic. So what really inspired you to take up image consulting and soft skills training as a career? I mean, I know that you were doing a job prior to getting into this industry, but then coming from the industry where you belong, I mean, at that time,
Right.
where you came from, I mean, what really inspired you to get into something which was so different than what you were doing at that moment?
Frankly saying, I was not that happy while working a 9 to 5 job, I would say that. Though it was paying me a decent salary end of the month, but only on the salary day I was used to be happy. All other days I used to be like, I have to go to the office. There was Monday blues and all those things. I always felt this is not my true calling. Even I would say my graduation or my whatever that I have done till date, I was not really, it was all because my parents wanted me to do or because of everybody's doing. So get into science, PCMB and all those things. I've always felt there is something more to me. I was always an average student, an average even employer, I would say that. So I always felt there is much more to me and I can do something better than this. So that sabbatical leave helped me to realize, like introspection, I would say that. So what I'm really good at. So I'm really good at, I feel I can communicate, I can convince people, and transforming somebody's life is something, gives me goosebumps even till date, I would say, even though I'm in this industry from last 5 years. So this is something which makes me feel, yes, I am meant for this, or, I'm just born for this, frankly speaking. That's my purpose of life also, I can say so. So this is something when I saw, which is arranged on a silver platter, dressing, communication, etiquette, and how, this emotional intelligence or everything, whatever the topics I can name it for that matter, everything I feel that's already inborn with me. And I think that naturally comes to me also. So with these skills, obviously, I'm going to do better. That's what I made me feel, and I joined immediately as soon as I saw there was nothing for me. I literally came running to the ICBI Institute, and got enrolled. I can say that.
So tell me, for my interest and everybody's interest who are watching us live, what exactly were you doing before you actually joined ICBI?
Yeah, as I said, I was working for a couple of companies in Bangalore. And then in Gurgaon, it was like, even there, I was joined some company just to, keep myself engaged because I'm a person, I cannot sit at home. I feel there are wheels in my legs. That's what my family says that I keep, I like to interact with people. I always want to keep myself busy, active. So that is how it all started. But as we were recently married and I was blessed with a child, so I was forced to sit at home and I kind of, those 2 years, I felt that is my, as a mother, I need to give that time to my little one. So that's how I was totally, at home. And in a way, I can say that the frustration was coming out. I can, my family can vouch for it somewhere. You're all, though everything is good, everything is as per you can think, but I always felt there is something missing, something void in my life, what I want to do. Because as a person, I'm being really possessive with respect to my family, but at the same time, I know I'm meant for something more. I am like, something else is there. I have to achieve. I have to do something coming out of my comfort zone. So that is where I guess this image consulting came into my life, and my life has turned upside down. I can say that now. And even my entire family and my colleagues, friends who know me, they always congratulate me on the same thing that I have done something nobody is doing. Frankly speaking, none of my family members this side, nobody is doing this or something what I'm doing. So I'm truly proud. At the same time, I have a lot of gratitude that my family let me do this, because at that point of time, investing around 3.5 was not easy for us. For that matter, I had to, whatever I have earned, I have put it in that, and even I have convinced my spouse, and getting into this was a big deal at that point of time, because they never knew that I can really make career out of it. They thought that I'm just doing it for the sake of, just to enhance myself. Yes, that at that point, you never know how well you can do or not. So, but yes, when I did, I felt like at least I'm sure I'm going to evolve myself. But if I get a chance, I'll surely make career out of it. So I was lucky enough to make.
I think the most exciting part is that when you're interested in something naturally, and you actually make a career out of it, you don't really feel that you're working. It's just another day which is like full of so much of excitement, right?
Rightly said, bang on. Trust me, that's how I don't mind working all the 7 days of the week, even now till date. So I don't feel that pain, or I don't feel that I'm working. It's like every day is in happiness to get up from your bed and keep rocking, even like managing at your home front and then going for the job. You have the flexibility in this job, so you don't feel that yes, you're being pushed to do something or somebody's there to take you. You're accountable for that because you're working with people. So no way you cannot perform less than 100%. I would say that you have to always give your 200%. That is how it has been, and I never felt that I'm working or I'm stressed. I have to do this. I have to not do that. Nobody's there to being your own boss. That has its own perks. So I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Absolutely, absolutely. So tell me, what kind of assignments are you undertaking as an image consultant and a soft skills trainer?
Okay. Usually I have sectored into 3 different categories. I would say that one-to-one coaching, where it's a high ticket market for that matter, like high ticket clients for that matter, because where I have to literally sit with them and work on the challenges one by one, literally, and it might take at least 15 hours per client of mine, or it could be even one to many when I do group session, or for a small and medium organization where I work with a lot of entrepreneurs, because I feel the skill set what I have is much useful for the entrepreneurs, because the usual mistakes what they do in the start as a startup for that matter, usually every entrepreneur comes across or falls into this basic mistakes. So I feel that after attending my session, they'll be able to avoid that mistake and actually save the first precious 5 years of their entrepreneur life, because everybody comes like totally raw and they don't know what they are doing is right or wrong with respect to negotiation, with respect to how they delight your customer, with respect to interpersonal skills. It could be if it is a professional. So all these things put together, I customize a package. I always do a first is training need analysis to understand what is my client looking for, what are his or her challenges. Accordingly, I customize and tailor-made a program and give it to them. So that has been my biggest strength. I can say that. At the same time, my USB is always end of the session. People always had come back to me during my initial days that, ma'am, you told me everything that day, I remember. But, after a period of time, I tend to get what you said, or I'm not able to, I have to come back to you asking the same questions. So something to be done on this. That's what the query came to me. So I realized the best way is to give them some soft copy, which is customized for their needs. By end of the session, I may have to sit and work for another 1 hour per session, but it's okay. I feel that that is how the value addition is being done to my clients, and that has really helped me a lot. It has helped me to go through word of mouth, because in our business, as you all know, it's completely purely on word of mouth. Though it is on social media, but more than a valuable thing is if person says this lady helped me a lot and I'm able to evolve, I think that's it. The other person blindly comes and joins into you or take up your course for that matter. So this has really helped me. By end of the session, I always make sure a soft copy has been sent to them, which they can refer for their lifetime. So that has always helped me. And I think this is what I find out kind of, made sure this is I'm giving to all my clients literally. It could be soft skills or it could be image or anything for that matter. I make sure a certain amount of soft copy which is customized and given to them by end of every
So
session.
tell me, Pratibha, what exactly did you do during lockdown? I mean, when everything was shut and everybody was sitting at home, I mean, what kind of work were you involved in during that time? I mean, during the pandemic. Although the pandemic is still not over yet, I mean, it's
Yes,
still on. But then,
right.
when there was a strict lockdown, what exactly were you doing in terms of your assignments?
I must say, I must cross my fingers and say that I was truly, truly blessed to be in this noble profession. I guess only this or another two professions was really, blessed enough to make money or to catch up more and more clients and transform the lives. I did more than anything. Like I'm to say, if I have to say, last another 4 months, how much work I had, how much people I have touched and transformed lives is much more than my previous almost if you compare it to an year sessions, it is much more than that, because now people felt that this is the high time, ideal time for me to invest on myself. So so-called clients who had spoken to me and they would have, it was not converted for some reasons, they would have said that I'm really busy, ma'am, I'll get back to you. Those kind of clients, at times we do the initial session, they do not carry up with the entire session. So those kind of all the clients actually came up to me, came back to me literally, and with lot of one-to-one coaching was, I would say that all my entire week I was busy. Along with it, even corporates, I did for two corporates also, they felt this is the time they need some motivational talk or something other than the regular technical training. So that is where I think this pandemic was a blessing for me. And I was able to make a lot more, impact a lot more people accordingly. And it was really nice. I mean to say, I was totally packed up. I never felt that I was not working, but only the feeling is, yes, online session, you have to make sure those games may not be as physical when you play the role plays, or energizers may not be there. You need to plan and work accordingly to make sure the impact is created 100%. So that was only the challenge, or rest I would say that I was truly blessed to be, this pandemic was a blessing for me. I can say that. I can vote for it.
Brilliant, brilliant. So tell me, I mean, what was one of your most interesting assignment? I mean, something that has really touched your heart, and what was different about that assignment?
Okay. This is something, one of my international client, I would say that. This was the only international client I have worked till date. I'm proud of it, but still. So this client approached me, called me directly and saying that he is looking for an image consultant, and he wanted to be immediately, take up the assignment and get started, because he was flying back another next 2 days or something. So I was pretty surprised how he even got to know about me. And he said, when I was searching on Google, image consultants in Chennai, my name popped up. That's what he said. And that made me feel like, wow, what else can ask for? Especially he was an international client, and that made me really feel that, wow, so I'm not bad that I'm on social media. I may have done a decent work. So I was able to create that niche, and by end of the day, he was it happened like he wanted to be very next day. He wants the entire shopping session to be done. So I had to go and meet in the Phoenix Mall, and it was a complete 8 hours program, rather, or more than that. I was a morning 10 o'clock. I started. I remember coming back home around 8 o'clock for that matter. So literally, I had to explain him everything. But he was not very much interested in the story behind it. Rather, he wanted just the do's and don'ts. You tell me what are the do's and what are the don'ts. That's all. And help me with my personal shopping. So entire day I spent along with him and made him really comfortable, as though there was little communication gap here and there, because his accent was totally different. But I managed to do that, and I was able to, do it. It was something really different that I've never done with anybody, because usually it happens in 2 hours program. or a 4 hours training. That's all. Not that entire day, shopping entire day and helping them with the color concept, with the personal style concept, with the patterns, everything. I mean, you can, whatever you can think of. Literally, I had to explain him everything then and there, and it has to be going hand in hand job. So that's how it was, though. That's something which is really memorable, and I look forward for such opportunities.
Great. So tell me, Pratibha, has there been any moment of regret where you felt that you were better off doing a 9 to 5 job rather than being your own boss?
Not even a second, not even a second. I can say that I'm the most happiest, blessed soul to have this opportunity. Also, I would say that because most of us may say that I'm passionate about this, I'm passionate about that, but that may not be, that may not help you survive in the world for a long term. Because until unless your passion is not helping you to earn money, maybe that's the second product, that the byproduct for that matter. But at the same time, it's very important. Very few people can take up their passion as their profession. So I think that I'm truly, truly blessed soul on those terms, and I'm able to impact so many lives in the way that people treat you. And this is the only profession where people treat you like, I mean, I don't have words. Sometimes I'll be overwhelmed with the way they treat you in a college or something, the way they give you respect, the way they deal with you. I think none other profession has this much, satisfaction and happiness when you see people evolving and they come back to you calling you after 6 months. This is what happened. So I would like to just state a one small story here, if it is okay.
Yeah.
So there was a lady who was finding difficulty in finding a groom and all. His father approached me, and that is where this lady was very reluctant to connect with me. But still I made sure, because of I just spoke to her. I just said, let's catch up on a coffee, and then that's how we did, and we completed the entire session. After 6 months, she calls up and we bump into each other, and she said that because of you, I was able to find this life partner. So you are the person who, this is something life changing, and that is more than anything. I would say that gives you ample happiness and satisfaction that you were the turning point in someone else's life. I feel none other profession can give you this. That I can
I think
coach.
this is the only reason why more and more people are becoming more, interested in a career like this, because this is not, it's not just about money. It's also about, the kind of rewards you get, by being in this profession.
It's priceless rewards. I can say that.
Absolutely. I completely agree with that point. Okay, so you are recognized as a personal branding coach. Now tell us, what is personal branding all about and why is it important for people in today's times?
Okay, in simple terms, if I have to say, personal branding is nothing but what you think about yourself and who you are, what others think about you and say about you when especially you are not in the room. Because I'm sure when we are inside the room, people call you, you are the moon, you are the star, you are the sun, everything. So what do they really think about you when you're not inside the room? And it is all about being real, authentic, and consistent. That's the whole concept or the whole concrete of personal branding. So if you ask me how it is so important in today's time, I would say uh, each and every one of us usually do company branding is a must. But usually I have seen people neglect, or they are not even aware that something called personal branding exists. When I connect with so-called localites in Chennai or something, so I always say the person always is in investing so much on the company brand that forget to invest on the personal brand. Then that is what I always tell them. If you think you are the face of your organization, if you think you are the one responsible to create that trust customer's mind, if you think you are the one the selling point, if you are not able to connect, the customer is not even interested to see your product, your idea, your service, nothing. Actually, it's you as important. First, until unless you're not able to sell yourself, people are least worried about however good product you have. So that is where personal branding comes into. And I strongly believe that personal branding is a must for every other profession in these days. It's just not for an entrepreneur or professional. I would say each and every member who thinks he has to connect with this client, and the client is everything for him. If the client is the king, then you have to work on your personal branding, not just your company branding.
So how do you think that personal branding is different from image management?
It is a more holistic approach, because where I feel is sometimes people as still, I would say still, though it is we are there in from 10 years in this in India, still people are not that open for it. Sometimes I've seen when we say that we work on the external appearance as well as on the internal thing, but still people are not very open for it. I have come across something like that. They say that no, I'm already doing good. Why do I even need that? or even if they get it done with me, they always have a feeling that please do not post this. So people think that whatever we are doing, we are posting. Actually, if you ask me, out of 100%, and not even 60% we are able to post. Some people want it to be kept under confidence and I mean under wraps. They don't want to come up and show up. So people are still not open when we just say about dressing, performance, communication, and all those things. Still, they are a little hesitant on that part. So, I mean, when it comes as a branding, we'll be able to make it all about as a packaging and in person, individual for that matter. So, we help in working on a holistic approach inside out. So, that is where I feel people are more open to it and taking it in a much more positive stride for that matter. So, that is what is my experience is to me.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right. Fantastic. So, tell me, Pratibha, what are the two nuggets that you would like to share with all those people who are attending and watching this live session today with us? I mean, any two important, nuggets from your life that you would like to share with them?
The most important thing is first and foremost, just believe in yourself. If you do not believe yourself, no one on this earth is going to trust you. Trust me, that is what is the important thing. How the kind of self-talk you have with yourself, make sure it is positive. Because if you think you can do it, that if you really want something, the entire universe conspires you to give you that. So I strongly believe in that law of attraction. It has worked true in my very own case for that matter, because your very own circle will be always skeptical. Will you be able to do it? Do you want to do that? How do you think you're going to achieve that? So that is what it is all about. So always believe in yourself, love yourself, and if you have a passion, please pursue that. Even if though in case it is not paying you, I would still say to keep yourself, going and happy and healthy, mentally healthy, emotionally healthy. I always say that please keep your passion alive. Have that me time. Do that in your me time. So keep going. Don't ever stop yourself and don't ever doubt yourself. So that's the important nugget. Say that's what I strongly believe in my life, and I'm following that too.
I completely agree, because when you have a negative self-talk with yourself, I think that's the biggest hurdle in your life, and that is where all those self-doubts, erupt in your life, and you are not in a position to do anything. I mean, you can't even step forward. So that is something which is very, very important, especially for us, we women. I mean, whenever we get into our comfort zone, we start developing those self-doubts for ourselves. So that is something, I mean, which you have to really, really take care of, because once you have a negative, when you start talking to yourself negatively, I mean, this is where the biggest cause of all the problems evolve from, and everything really goes topsy-turvy.
Absolutely. The success is there once you come out of your comfort zone. That's all I would say to sum it up.
Absolutely. So, can you share one of your more than a paycheck moment where you felt that it was worth becoming an image consultant? And I'm sure you must be having a lot of these kind of moments, but I just want to know one which was very, very special and very, very important for you in your life.
There are lots, as you said, rightly said. But yes, let me choose one among them. As I always have that soft corner towards the women, married women. I always have the soft corner. So there was a businessman who approached me saying that in his absence, he wants his business partner to be in his absence. He wants his life partner to become his business partner, because he was on a traveling job and he keeps traveling. Even after giving all the inputs, he has tried his best or from his end, whatever he has to do, however he has to encourage his life partner, he's done everything. But still, she was not capable enough to take care of his business in his absence for that matter. Like, because there are a lot of workers, the workers will start not giving that importance or treating her seriously. These were the challenges she was facing, and she was not that authoritative while dealing with her workers, and even on a call, however, whatever, everything, even a small email has to be sent. She had a trouble with that, though she was quite skilled and knowledgeable. No issues with that. But that's all about how the soft skills are in place for her. That is where, when the particular person approached me, I felt really elated because I was able to help her, and it was almost an 10-day session. And then post that, she was successfully and happily able to handle the entire office in his absence. And I feel that's the biggest success, more than a paycheck moment for sure, to see a woman who is just a life partner, a homemaker, becoming a business partner for that particular person. So I feel, of course, that's a biggest thing for me. And I felt really elated. And that's, as I said, I have a very soft corner to the ladies. So I feel like, yes, these are the women that really need that empowerment, and we can help in them a bit. I think that makes the
So tell me,
difference.
Pratibha, I mean, you also come from that situation where you were on a sabbatical, you were taking care of your child, and I mean, and I think most of us, get out of this situation and get out of that comfort zone factor. So, what is the most important thing that you need to keep in mind, when you are, you know, going through that kind of a transitional phase in your life, coming out of that sabbatical mode to getting into, a work mode. So, what is the most important thing that you must keep in mind?
I would say that this too shall pass. First thing is that mindset. This is just a phase. This is not my life. This is not end of my life. This too shall pass. Having that positive mindset will surely help us a lot. So it's not that okay, this is my end of my life. I've become a mother and I have to entire my life take care of, dedicate yourself to be a wife, mother, daughter-in-law. I mean, all those things. Yes, those are all important at the same time. Always have that self-love, as I said, and think about yourself, what you can do. Yes, we cannot, neglect a family or something and go into a complete business, but you should always find something where you can balance your passion or your work life, which is balanced enough so that you can look into your personal life can also be balanced. At the same time, your work life is also balanced. So it's like, having laddus in both the hands. So I'm a person, I can say, seriously say that I feel really happy that I have laddus in both my hands. And I
And
thoroughly enjoy.
you're always confused on which one to eat first.
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay, tell me something. How do you stay relevant? I mean, this is something which is very, very important that, keeping yourself up to date and updated is something which is extremely important and crucial in our business. So,
Right.
what is your mantra for staying relevant and also feeling that you are absolutely up to date and you've not, lost track of things and you are absolutely in sync with what is happening in the market? What's your secret for that?
If you ask me personally, I feel social media has helped me a lot. I keep connected with all the trainers, coach, and image consultants, everybody from the fraternity. That has really helped me to keep myself updated that what's new has come up. That's one of the easiest way. I'm sure we all spend at least 2 to 3 hours or more than that in a day on social media. So instead of connecting with I mean, just like that, any random people, I make a point to connect with from my own fraternity. And I have connected from not only from my city, from outside the city, all over India. And as social media makes it's much easier. So that has always helped me. That's one of the things. And the second thing, I would say that being part of different networking forums has always helped me, because when you go there, you get to ask so many questions. That is where you will start researching. At times we may not do it on our own. So when I get to ask these questions, when I'm supposed to do a small keynote and a speech or something, that is where I take out time for 2 days. I must sit and work on that particular thing and do research. That is where I feel I will be able to keep myself updated. Because when you're part of many forums, there will be a lot of opportunities for you to come and talk and give a speech. Actually, talking for an 8 hours or a 4 hour session is, I feel, much easier than giving a keynote of 4 minutes, 8 minutes, or even 10 minutes, because that is where you have to be really on dot, and you have to give the best of yourself, and you have to create that impression and impact within just 4 minutes or 8 minutes. So that has always helped me to keep myself on the toes and work towards that. Because until unless there is a need, I may not keep myself updated. So the need, how to create the need, because we are sitting at home, people will not come and search for you. You have to go out, you have to create the opportunity. I strongly believe in that. So that's been always been helpful for me.
Absolutely. Completely agree with that point. So tell me, what is the vision for the next 5 years that you've kept in mind for yourself?
Okay. So, till that, I always feel that I am meant for this. So, I have a vision. It's a quite big mission, I would say that. The mission is I want to touch and transform at least 1 million lives in the next span of 5 years. I know it sounds very huge, but I think I can do it. And the main reason is I strongly believe that every individual have that inner potential, which is sometimes just enveloped in the shell, just like a pearl in your oyster. So that is my tagline also, bring out the pearl in you. So I strongly believe whenever I meet a person, I will be able to subtly say that what is the requirement, where exactly they have to work in. We cannot directly point out and say, but yes, we can certainly let them know this is how is your success. Through success stories, you can always make that impact. So I'm sure we'll be able to create that impact, and that's my mission for the time being. And yes, having a good work-life balance, that would be my next 5 years plan for sure.
Fantastic. So one last question from you, Pratibha. I mean, what is your message for all the aspiring image consultants and soft skills trainers who are in the journey of becoming an image consultant and a soft skills trainer? So what is your piece of advice for them?
Okay, the first and the most important thing is do not lag behind. If at all the assignments has to be done, complete your certification and get certified first thing. I always say this even in my sessions and class because you have a tendency of, it's okay, I will little, take time and get back. I will do it now. I am on a break. I'll come back because all of us are occupied in this is something which is, after a year, 10 years of gap or something we started doing. So it's always tough and challenging. But I always say be on point, submit, get certified, and don't wait for the opportunity to come and knock you. Just be always open for any opportunity comes your way, just grab, especially during your initial days. That's what I did. Everything. You don't think it's a small opportunity. I'm so much knowledgeable and capable. Why should I do something for free? I would say the first few years, at least one and a half years, just do it for free because that is where you're also learning and you'll be able to position yourself and show your credibility, how credible you are as a person. So please do sessions, whichever comes your way. Don't wait and think and waste your time because once that particular few years goes away, then you might even start losing interest on something. So it's very important to get going. Don't stop yourself and start believing you can do it. Whatever because everybody has to sharpen themselves. We might be good. One person might be good at something else, another person maybe not be that great at something. So when you start doing the trainings physically, then only you realize and you can start working on that. So I would say that get going, don't stop yourself and don't delay, do not procrastinate anything. So that's my piece of advice to all the upcoming aspiring image consultants and soft skill trainers. I would say that.
So Pratibha, I already said that this was my last question, but I want to ask you one thing before we actually wrap up. Have you ever felt that you had any kind of self-doubt on yourself?
Yes, of course. I had one point of time when I was joining this. Actually, I should say this. My spouse asked me, "You're investing such a huge amount on this. Are you sure you're going to make career out of it?" So I said, I don't know whether I'm going to make 100%. Until unless people ask me, even nowadays, as you rightly said, this last question and this question is a combined question. I'll give you an answer for this. So people call me and ask me, once I do the certification, will I get the opportunities? Will the opportunities flow in? No, not really. Any certification for that matter, any or graduation also for that matter. And once you do it, it is not that you're going to be flooded with the opportunities. You have to go and search for it. In the same way, when my spouse said, "Are you sure you're going to make career out of it? Are you sure you'll start earning money also?" That was the question because leaving a big fat salary and coming into this. So that's how it was in. But yes, I had a feeling that if nothing can be done, I'm sure I'm going to evolve. At the same time, I'm going to help my little one. I'm going to train my little one. Now, nobody else. I'm going to train my little one. So at least clearly you have a lot of clarity what are the do's and don'ts because these things are never ever taught in our academics. Am I right? This is something I always say this has to be actually included. This is the thing which will make you thrive. Whereas academics will help you only survive. If you ask me personally, this soft skills, this image conception will actually make you thrive. If you are a person not just to be one among 100, then academics is enough for you. If you think that you have to be that top-notch person, if you want to be the cream, if you want to be the cherry on the top, then this is a must skill. This is a life skill, I will call that as. So which is a must, which if you want to thrive in your life, if you want to be that, go-to person in your industry, if you want to be that influencer, I think this is a must. No, you don't have any option. You cannot say something else. No, not at all. So yes, that's what I'd like to say.
Brilliant, Pratibha. This session was so much full of energy and enthusiasm. I cannot say anything about that now. I am really short on words now because you've said it all. You've absolutely said it all. So thank you so much for all the time and all the conversations that we've had today because you were very candid about what exactly you think, your chain of thought and your mindset. And this kind of energy is required in everybody. I think so because I believe that unless and until you are so positive about life, so positive about self, it is not possible to, inculcate the same kind of positivity in your clients. So this is something which is extremely important and hats off to you for being so energetic and so enthusiastic about everything. And all the very best to you. Wish you all the success And I hope that you also enjoyed this session as much as I enjoyed interacting with you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much. Coming from you, you are saying about this to me means world to me. Trust me. I'm so happy coming from you truly because it matters a lot because sometimes I might come across as, kind of, I'm going too fast or something, but coming from you, it's the must thing during a training session. So I felt really happy. Thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity. And I feel that, something I have achieved today.
Thank you so much. Thank you and all the very best. Thank you, all the viewers, all the people who are watching this live session. We'll be back next week once again with yet another image consultant and a soft skills trainer. Until then, this is Pratibha and Suman Agarwal signing off for the day. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye. Thank you.